Okay, so last time I stopped at this problem. I have something going on. Um, so here we find out last time that the a value was 8. So if you really think about it, right? If that um, if you need to find out what's the value of b, um, this equation should be if you want to find out what like the same equation as they have here. Basically, you have your a value is a, and then your if you think about the b value is 2, that will give you 4. Okay, let me let me fix that. Okay, so this will tell you that this is 4. So that's what you get in this equation. That means that your b value, it should be equal to 2. So now that we have the b value equals to 2, let me erase that. We don't need that. That was just to show you what I did get that for from the problem. So now b squared should be equal to 4. Okay, so that means that we have everything that we need and we can write the equation. So the equation is y, we can write that here, y minus k square equal minus, I'm sorry, minus x minus h squared equals to 1. This is a squared, this is b squared. So y minus k, what's k here? hk minus 8 square minus x minus 5 squared. This is equal to 1. A is 64 and b equals 4. And that's the answer for this problem. So now it's right. Okay? Just be careful with that silly situation. Okay, next problem. Let me change this. I don't know why I need that thing for what. Okay, this is okay. Again, now they give you the foci. The foci are my c values, right? If I want to find the center, I need to what is the center? So this is fixed. So the thing is changing is the y value. So you can think about 2c equals the distance from -1 to -11 is 10. So c equals to 5, c squared equals to 25, and I have c squares. So now here is different because we cannot simplify the fraction. So you have to be careful, right, with like the previous problem. So here we need to find out if this is vertical or horizontal. This is going to be vertical because as you can see, the y values are changing, right? So here the y values are changing. So this is vertical, so we need this equation, y minus k squared minus x minus h squared equals to 1. This is a and this is b. So we need to find out, we know it's vertical, so this is the equation. We need to find the center. The center is fixed at -2. And then this is, we need to find out the midpoint between -1 and -11, which will be 6, -6 in this case. 86, 5 units will be 81 to the right, and 86, 5 units to the left, it will be -11. So we have the center HK, we have C squared. We can find out the values of A and B really quick here. The value of A is 4, the value of B is 3, and that implies that this is 16. A squared is 16, B squared is 9, and we just need to plug it in. So y minus k, so that's plus 6 squared minus x minus that's plus 2, and this is supposed to be 16 here, 9 here, this is 1, and that's the answer. Okay, I hope you, let's see if we had the same answer before before we continue with the next problem. So 54 is y plus 6, yeah, that's right, and that's right. So next problem, 55. So this is C's, right? So this is fixed, right? So what's changing? These guys are changing, right? So the foci is 2c equals what? 4. I mean 10, right? 10. So c equals 5. C squared is 25. That's that value. And now we need to find out what's the center. So we can find out the center easily. The center is the fixed value, and the midpoint between those numbers. We said that it was 5, so that should be -2, right? This -2, 5 units, it puts me in 3. -2, 5 units, it to the left, it puts me in -7. So I have HK now. I have the value of C. Conjugate axis is 6 units long. So conjugate axis, so that's the B. So 2B equals 6, B equals 3, B squared is 9. So for that, and we need to find out if it's vertical or horizontal. This is vertical. We can tell from here. So this is y minus k squared minus x minus h squared equals to 1. This is a squared. This is b squared. Let's plug it in. The answer is y minus minus, that's plus 2, square minus x minus 5, squared over 1, a squared, and b squared is, what is a squared? Did we found that one? No, we didn't found that one. But we can tell it's 16, right? I mean, I assume that you can do at this point that calculation. 16 and b squared is 9. So we're done. That's the answer. So let's see if that's true or not. So 55 is correct. That's the answer. Okay, next number, 56. The more you do these problems, like the better you get at. It's just practice, or like everything else in life. Let me erase this kind of stuff. Doesn't want to erase, huh? Yeah, okay. Foci. That means C right away. So end points of conjugate axis, that these are your B's. Now we can find out what's the center. The center is midpoint. This is fixed. This is changing. So we know that this is vertical, right? So this is 9, comma, midpoint between those two should be 9, right? 9, 5 units is 4, 9, 5 units to the right, it will be 14. So we have HK now. We need to find out the length of B. The length of B, these are fixed. That's not going to help me. This is the length of B. End of conjugate axis. So that means this is 2B equals 6, right? And then the B equals 3. B squared is 9, right? And we can do the same thing here. So the C, from 4 to 14 is 10, right? To C equals 10 and C equals 5. So that means that C squared equals 25. So we need A squared, C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So this is 25. This is A squared. This is 9, 16. 16 is A squared. So now we have everything that we need to solve this problem. So this is the foci. In this case, the foci are on the same major transverse axis with the vertices. So I know that this is vertical because it's changing in here and here, right? So now we can do y minus k squared minus x minus h squared. This is equal to 1. This is A. This is B. Now let's plug it in what we have. So y minus 9 squared minus x minus 9 squared. This is equal to 1, right? And then A is 16 and B is, what is B? It's 9. Done. That's the answer. So let's check. What number is that? 56. Yep, that's the answer. Next number, 57. So 57, I thought I'm not gonna do it. 58. If you want me to do it another time, I will do it because some of my students, they have a test tomorrow, so I have to rush whatever it's gonna be on the test. Okay, the set that is HK. So this is HK. I will post it whatever you have trouble with. HK is that, and okay, so they're saying the transverse axis is vertical. So okay, we know that yeah, so y minus k squared minus x minus h squared equals to 1. This is a squared, this is b squared. That's the equation that I need. I also have the center. I could write that right away. So the transverse axis is vertical and is 12 units long. So this is 2a, right? The transverse axis, remember, that's a, and this is 12. So a equals 6. A squared is 36. And then conjugate axis is 16 units long. That means 2b equals 16. B equals a. B squared is 64. So I have everything that I need. So this is y minus k, which is 5 squared minus x minus 10 squared equals 1. This is divisible by what? 36. And this is 64. We're done. That's the answer. Let's see if that's true. So let's see. I have for 58. I have y minus 5 squared, but no, I think I made a silly mistake here. 50, oh no, this is 58. 58, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Next number. 59. So let's do that. The center is HK, right? Transverse axis is vertical. Okay, so we need this equation y minus k squared minus x minus h squared equals 1. So this is what? This is a squared. This is b squared. Transverse axis is vertical, and central rectangle is 28 units. And 28 units wide and 20 units tall. So if it's vertical, the tall unit should be related to this, right? Let me explain you what I mean by that. So if I have -6, -4, so that's here, -6, -4. Actually, that's here. -6, -4 is here, and they told me here that the transverse axis is vertical, so I know that this is my picture, something like that, right? You know that already. And the central rectangle is 28 units wide and 20 units long. I mean 20 units tall. So the tall part should be this part, right? So that means that that's my A value. This is my A value, or my 2A value, right? This is my 2A value. Okay, so that means 2a equals to 20, a equals to 10, a squared equals 100, and a squared equals 100. And I need to find out what's b. They're saying that 2b because that's this part, right? So if I have the rectangle here and I'm going up, right? I mean, this is 2a is 10 units, and that means that the 2b should be this part, right? So the 2b equals to 28 units, so b is 12, so b squared is 144. I need to find out what's a. So, I mean, what's c? Well, I don't really need it, c. Do I have everything that I need? So I have a squared, b squared. I know that this is vertical. Yeah, I have everything. So the answer for this problem is y minus k. So y, let me put that in black so to distinguish. So the answer for this problem, or blue, y minus k, what's k? Plus 4 square minus x plus 6 square equals 1. A is 100 and b is 144. So that should be the answer. Let's check if that's true. That's 59. I hope I did it right. I hope I didn't make any mistake. Yeah, actually, there's something wrong here. Let's see what we did wrong. So this is y plus 4 square, or 100 minus x plus, it should be 96 here. Let's see what happened here. So we have, we're saying 2b units y. Okay, so this is right. So let's check why this is wrong. So b is 20, 2b, central rectangle is 28 units y. Oh, here, of course, this is 14 though. This is 14 and this is 196. I'm sorry, I made a computation error. So this is 196. Be careful when you're computing, especially when you rush a little bit. Don't rush too much, especially if you're taking a test. So this is 196. So 196. Okay, next problem. And that now it's right. Yeah, now it's right. Okay, this one is easy. This one should not take that long. If I'm rushing a little bit, it's because my battery is dying. I don't like to work and chart at the same time. So forgive me for that. So here, the center, we just need to identify it. So what's the center here? So that's 0, 1. So that's my center HK. Now this is a vertical transverse axis, so I need this equation: y minus k square minus x minus h square equals to 1, equals to 1. This is a square, this is b square. What's now I need to find out the height 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So a equals to 4, a square equals to 16, and I need my b. So this is basically rise over run, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 units tall. So that's your a value because this is vertical, and then your b value should be horizontal. So from here to here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. So b equals to 4. So b squared is 16, the same. So now we have everything. So this is y minus k, so that's plus 1 square minus x minus h, which is x minus 0, which is just x squared. This is equal to 1. What's the value for a squared is 16, the value for b is 16, and I'm done. That's the answer. So that was easy. So let's see what's the answer for that problem. 60 y plus 1, that's correct. So next problem, 61 and 62. And these are the last two. So the vertices are my a's, and then eccentricity is the same as the ellipse. So C over A. So C equals 5, A equals 3. That means B equals 4. That means that this is A squared is 9, and this is 16. And we have this. Now we need to find the A value. Well, we have the A value, so I don't need to worry about that. I need to find the center, and I'm done. The center is whatever is fixed. So this is fixed, and this is changing. So the midpoint between those two is 4, right? 3 units to the right, it will be at 1. I'm sorry, at 7, and 3 units to the left, it will be at 1. So I have HK, and this is going to be vertical. It's going to be horizontal because the change is in the x coordinate. So the equation that I need is x minus h squared minus y minus k squared equals to 1. This is a squared, this is b squared. Let's plug it in and we're done. So this is x minus 4 squared minus y minus 8 squared over 1. What's a and what's b? 8 is 9 and b is 16. That's the answer. Okay, let's check. Yeah, so that's correct. That's correct. Next problem. And this is the last one of all this worksheet. This is the last one. Okay. So -7 is, so we need to find out what's the center. So the center is fixed at -7 is fixed. From -14 to 12, there's 26 units. So the midpoint between those two, it should be at 13. So that will be at -1, right? 81 units to the left, it will be -13. 81 units to the right will be 12. So this is HK. And I have the center now. If I want to find out what eccentricity equals C over A. So C is 13, A is 12, A squared is 144. What else I need? Well, I need B squared, right? But you can tell, right? This is the 5, 12, 13. So this is B squared equals, that's 5, that's 25. Should be like that, right? Okay, so we have that, and then we need to find out the equation. So this is what? Remember, the foci follows the vertices. So this is fixed, so that means that the change is in the y coordinate. So this is vertical, so this is y minus k squared minus x minus h squared equals to 1. This is a squared, this is b squared. Let's change the value. So this is y minus is what? Plus 1 squared minus x plus 7 squared equals to 1. What's a and what's b? A is, do I know what's a? Yeah, it's 144, and b is 25. I'm done. That's the answer. So I'm done with this series of videos with all these conic sections. If you need more help, If you want me to do that problem 57 that I said I'm not gonna do it, just let me know. Okay, just if you put on the comments, or like if you send me an email, whatever. Okay, thank you and have a good night.